I gave up on my dream of pursuing art and fashion because I was intimidated by other really, really talented students. On today's daily vlog, I wanted to share a little story time. One of my biggest regrets is giving up on my dream of pursuing art and fashion because I was intimidated by other talented students. On today's daily vlog, I'm going to share a little story time with you guys today about the lesson that I learned from failing early. When I was younger, I went to FIT, the Fashion Institute of Technology, and I can't tell you how excited I was to follow that dream. On my first day of classes, I saw how many incredibly talented students there were right next to me. I immediately started doubting myself and felt like I did not belong there. It was this feeling of not being able to measure up to them. Eventually, this fear took over and I ended up transferring universities to study psychology, which in my mind was the safer route. At that time, I really thought it was the right choice. I convinced myself that I just wasn't cut out for this. I wasn't cut out to be an art student. I wasn't cut out to be artistic or a fashion girl, and that maybe I shouldn't pursue this dream, or that this dream was really silly. I managed to convince myself that I should pursue something that's more practical, something that will guarantee me a job, and I can go into my future knowing that I made the right decision because I didn't have to fight for a paycheck. But I always thought to myself, deep down inside, that I was making the wrong decision. The truth is, I never stopped thinking about what could have been. What would have happened if I would have stayed in those classes? What would have happened if I would have graduated? Where my path would have taken me? I didn't realize it then, but I really let self-doubt and intimidation make a decision I really wasn't ready to make. Now that I look back on that experience, I'm learning that it really wasn't my fear of the other students. We were all very talented. It's why we got into the school to begin with. But it was fear. It was my fear of not being enough. And I've struggled with that for years. And I think a lot of people have struggled with this. My own fear robbed me of an experience that I know I wish I would have had now. It robbed me of a chance to learn and grow in a field that I still love till this day. The lesson that I learned from that is that failing early is better than not trying at all. Now I'm working on not letting my fear or intimidation control all of my decisions like I have since as far as I can remember. I may not have taken the traditional path or the path that I initially thought I wanted, but I'm slowly finding my way back into art and fashion in my own way. And this time I'm more cautious about my own self-doubt. So I would say that the thing that I've learned today is failing early really isn't the end, but it gives us a chance to grow. I'm working on being okay with starting over and realizing that, especially today, we're never too late to follow our dreams, even if we've once given up on them. I can't sit here and tell you that fear and intimidation is gonna go away or that we're not gonna think about it from time to time, but I can definitely tell you that we should be more cognizant of it. We should be more aware of it. But I also think that our passions really never go away either. I think that we stay with those passions until we fulfill that dream that little girl or that little boy had growing up. And to me, that's really worth fighting for. Thanks for listening to my story time today, and I hope that you got something from this. I'll see you tomorrow on another Leslie Eat, See, or Do Something New.